you really make it?
Sure did.
How?
Simplicity pattern. I don't know why they call them simplicity patterns. Do you know how long it took me to glue the fucking dots on this alone? You know, I picked up the Inquirer magazine the other day. That wonderful medical journal. Said in there, 1 out of every 3 people in America is a little mentally off. 1 out of every 3. So do me a favor this evening. Look over to your right. Then look over to your left. They look okay? You're it. I was born with a certain habit, it's part of me. It brings me happiness. Somehow. Now this habit is right at home in the heart of me. Without it, I'm no good. No ha 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 ha. You can feed me bread and water or a great big bale of hay, but don't take my boo-boo-be-doo away. You can say my voice is awful, all my stories too risque, but don't take my boo-boo-be-doo away. I feel like a lonesome barrel without a hoop. If you should deprive me of my boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo, it's the only thing I live for till the time I'm old and gray. So don't take my boo-boo-be-doo away. Yay, not a boo! Without a hoop. If you should deprive me of my boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo, boo-boo-be-doo. Ow! I heard it myself.
Mary, you all right?
Looks like cheap theatrics to me, Mary. You're in the middle of a tune. Now, get up.
Just a minute! Pretty is as pretty does, right, Uncle Whelan? Fuck off! I'll do it for you, okay? Uncle Whelan, quel predicament.
What is it?
Could you do me a favor?
What is it?
Could you rock me a little and break the suction? Not too hard like the Band-Aid, okay? That felt too good. It's the only thing I live for till the time I'm old and gray. So don't take my boop, 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 be doop away. Boop, boop, be doop, yeah. Well, girl. Whew. Made it through another one.
Certainly did.
It's been a long climb to the middle. I saw Jaime back. He didn't even hear what I had to say, you know.
You didn't?
No, he didn't have his ear plug thing in his...
Where'd he have it?
Up his ass, I don't know. What are we going to do tomorrow?
Oh, God. It's a big day off.
New York.
Oh, let's go see a porno movie. I have never seen a porno movie.
What a ducky idea. Well, I haven't seen one since Deep Throat. I took Maud. She thought it was going to be a giraffe picture. I'm not kidding. Have you been to one of those theaters? Terribly small, terribly dark. Lots of raincoats. Well, I was sitting here and Maud sitting over to my right. I was heavily engrossed in the movie. Halfway through it, Maud turned to me in the dark. She says, "Madam." What? Madam, what is it, for gosh sakes, Maud? Can't you see I'm trying to watch this girl act? She says, "You don't understand. This guy in the next seat, he's playing with himself." Do you want to move? I'll change seats. Maud, you want to move? She says, "No, and be quiet. He's using my hand." Well, speaking of using their hands, I'd like to introduce these people on the stage that have used theirs tonight to bring you all this crazy nonsense. Back here's Mr. Mark. Better stand up and take a bowsy, wowsy mark. Thank you now. All right. Over to my left is Mr. Joey Mitchell on the drums, or whatever he's on tonight. God, sometimes we never can figure that out. Back to the piano and circle upright, my good friend and companion and conductor, Mr. Gary Simmons, who you'll find out all night. Yes, indeed, thank you. Gary! Oh, my. Oh, mercy. Oh, there is someone else I want to introduce tonight. Someone I met about 16 years ago in the Okefenokee Swamp. He took me out of there. I'd been wrestling alligators. Still have the purse and the shoes to prove that. But now I give him all my money. He gives me all his grief. Ladies and gentlemen, Waylon Flowers.
Audiences like you make it very easy for us. Thank you. Let's get over here.
Okay, hold it. What in the hell is that? What is that? Oh, my God, Mary's pulling out all her pubes. Mary, don't do that! No, it is not a science project. Well, does he love you or love you not? Suppose we'll know by morning. Oh, my. God. You don't know. Traveling with these kids is a real trip. But traveling is where it's at. Lord, I've done enough of it. I've been from Bangkok to Bangladesh. Done everything twice. Loved it both times. Well, let me tell you this, sweethearts. When you get my age and you haven't done it all, and you bend down to adjust your wedges, and you smell peanuts and see confetti, you know for sure the parade has passed you by. It ain't passed me by. It's run over me twice. But I don't care. I just pick myself up, brush myself off, and start all over again. I can get this fucking Ford to do that. Yes, you see, to me. To be or not to be was never the question. To me, to be or not to be was the answer.
Well, I plan to live forever, and I think I know the way. If I fail in my endeavor, and I do drop dead someday, keep your eye up on that sky, and if you see a comet pass with a zillion yards of pink organza streaming from its ass and screaming on, who could ask for a classier ghost than the spirit of the man with the most? Yeah!
Madam, I don't want to go out. I'm tired. Come on, Waylon. It's New York City party time. It's dead hooks and everything. Come on. You're going to be the death of me. Not if you're the life of me. Come on, sweetheart. Where's that limousine? I don't know what's happened. I don't know where I called him. What?
Oh, you were so funny. Oh, all I could do to keep from laughing.
Oh, Pudgy, you're a doll. What's she mean by that?
Listen, I notice you're in the street. Are you still working or through working or what, madam?
Well, it takes one to know one, honey. See you tomorrow and we'll divvy up the tip. Who is that? Yeah, was what?
Anita Gillette!
Oh, Anita! Well, she looks sharp. Oh, God, you're just gorgeous, darling. What are you in now? You're in now?
They're playing our song.
Oh, they still are doing that?
Yeah, that's
Oh, well, they're still playing mine, too.
David Dukes.
Oh, my God. Of course, the psychotic killer. How are you, darling?
The first deadly sin.
Oh,
You remember that night in Baltimore?
remember it. My God, darling, I'm trying to forget it.
How many husbands have you had?
How many husbands? Well, 3 of my own and 5 of my friends. It's good to see you, darling. I'm waiting for a limousine. Good night.
Bye-bye. It's a pleasure.
Have a good night. Bye-bye. Oh, my God, where is that car? I know I called that car something. Maybe we can get a taxi. I don't know. What is that? Honey, I think your horn is stuck. How are you, Alice?
I'm wonderful, Waylon. I love this show. You know, of all the wonderful people in the world, you're 2 of them.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Alice. I love you.
I love you, too. I love your products. They're marvelous.
How are things going in Annie? On Broadway, I know you're still doing that.
Yes, I am. Oh, it's wonderful. Have you seen it yet?
Oh, yes, I've seen that.
That's what you should be doing. You should be doing Miss Hannigan. You'd be wonderful in it. You could make your comeback.
Oh, come back, come back. Why the hell don't they let me stay?
Every time we get it right, they change it.
Listen, we're going out. You want to come with us?
Oh, not with those kids around. Those orphans put me to bed every night.
Oh.
I've got to get my rest.
All right,
But
darling.
I've
give
had
me
a
a hug.
wonderful evening.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you, my darling.
Good night.
Good night.
Where is that limousine, Whelan? I don't know what's happened to him. I called him this morning. I don't know what it is. Oh, there it is now. Taxi! I always call him Taxi. It makes him so mad. Listen, pull right up, darling. We'll be right in. How are you, darling?